why you should become a social organization. And let me say that I believe you should become a social organization. The age of social media is something spontaneous that reflects how we behave in the real world is coming to an end. We are entering an age of social business, a purposeful, planned, orchestrated, and integrated way of doing business in a social context which may feel personal to the outside world but combine complexities internally that will need to be navigated. Over the past several years, forward-thinking companies have begun to understand the value of monitoring conversations. And so they've purchased software licenses from platforms like Radian6. Well, recently, enterprise software behemoth Salesforce acquired Radian6, which sends a signal that listening to social conversations is only one slice of a bigger pie for business. The true opportunity lies in scaling and operationalizing social. If the next phase of social media is operating as a scalable social organization or business, then expect to see explosions of activity in these following areas. One is organizational design. While social media is focused on parts of an organization or business where communications and marketing demand social media tactics, a social business is redesigned as it moves through key phases of its evolution. All business functions have to undergo several versions of change. Looking at your organization from a social business lens means looking at it more holistically. For further proof, we can look at Facebook. Corporate Facebook pages are great examples of the need for marketing, PR, customer service, and even HR to all figure out how to work together. Because users on Facebook don't make the distinction between departments, which department is running what. To the user on Facebook, a company's business page represents all of the departments. Social business intelligence, another area we should see an explosion. The rise of social media led to a gold rush in technology solutions, which allowed organizations to eavesdrop on conversations happening across multiple social ecosystems and digital public spaces, such as blogs, message boards, and Facebook. Organizations have become accustomed to listening in on conversations, and they're now positioned to take the next step and convert listening into organization-wide business intelligence. Dell, for example, has a social command center, a baby step, in an emerging area of social intelligence. Socially intelligent organizations will not only be able to adapt to conditions in their environment, but they will eventually be able to predict and to plan for future scenarios. Cultures of collaboration, co-creation, and shared value are another area we'll see growth. Perhaps the most significant recent business case which illustrates the business side of social comes from a notoriously non- or anti-social brand. When Apple first designed the iPhone, it did not plan for phones to be jailbroken and applications to be developed ad hoc. But that's what happened. The App Store was born by an early understanding that certain aspects were out of Apple's control, and therefore a system needed to be planned and designed if Apple were to extract value from this long run. The end result is what's commonly known in the business world as an ecosystem, in which value is entered into and extracted by multiple stockholders for mutual gain. An ecosystem, by definition, is self-sustainable. The tenuous relationship between social media and social business represents a chasm that must be bridged. On one hand, the public desires authentic interaction in social spaces from real people. There is now an expectation for real-time response. On the other hand, a business or an organization requires a system to be in place that coordinates activities. In short, it means knowing that the President of the United States is writing his own tweets at times, but making sure that he's not tweeting anything inappropriate. Organizations that integrate social into how they do business will embrace social as a layer that's woven into the fabric of each business function over time. In the area of social business, external media will always play an integral role, but it will only be the tip of the iceberg.